Hi there. Right now, we're going to practice adding some transition words to the example that we did yesterday for planning a paragraph. And we're going to add some transition words to our graphic organizer to help smooth and connect some of the sentences. So, our topic sentence for this model paragraph is: In the story That Bookwoman, the bookwoman overcomes many obstacles to bring books to children. Then our first detail is she has to get past difficult obstacles. In the story, it says the family lives way up in the mountains. I think it would be nice to have a transition word or phrase between the topic sentence and the first detail. So looking down at my transition bank, I have also, for example, for instance, therefore, in the book, another example. Which one of these do you think would work best to connect our topic sentence with detail one? I think a great transition word or phrase for this particular instance would be for example. Now let's read it with the transition phrase in there and see how it flows. In the story That Bookwoman, the bookwoman overcomes many obstacles to bring books to children. For example, she has to get past difficult physical obstacles. In the story, it says the family lives way up in the mountains. That works really, really well for the first example. Let's try a transition word or phrase between the explanation of detail one, which is right here, and the transition to a new detail, which would be detail two. So I'll read them first without the transition word or phrase, and then I'll give you a moment to look at our transition word bank down here and see if you can find a word that would work well to help connect the supporting explanation for detail one with that new detail for detail two. Here we go. This would make it hard to reach them, so the bookwoman has to use a horse to navigate the difficult terrain. Detail 2. She has to go through very bad weather. The story shows her coming to their house in rain, fog, snow, and cold. Hmm. Which transition word do you think would work well and smooth the transition between the explanation of detail 1 and detail 2? I think that the word also would work very well here. Let's read it again to see how it sounds. This would make it hard to reach them, so the bookwoman has to use a horse to navigate the difficult terrain. Also, she has to go through very bad weather. The story shows her coming to their house in rain, fog, snow, and cold. I think that sounds really good because when we're saying also, we're saying another detail or in addition to. So we're giving another example, right? You could use another example. That would be a good phrase as well. But I think also works well here too. Remember, there's no one correct answer. So if you feel like maybe another example works better for you, you can use that.